Hi everyone, welcome to Bodyworks Prime. Today we're going over the origin, insertion and action of the Tibialis Anterior muscle. So here you can see the Tibialis Anterior muscle in isolation, and as the name suggests, it's connecting onto the tibia and it's towards the anterior of the body. And you can see it's just on the lateral side of the shin here, comes down and it crosses over the ankle joint. And the tibialis anterior is the largest of the four muscles in the anterior compartment of the lower leg. One of the interesting things about it is it's very easily palpatable. So if you put your hand on your own shin in the location of the muscle in the picture here, and then you just flex your ankle joint back and forth, you'll feel it moving. So we've swapped to a more lateral view now, and this would be the left leg. You can see the big toe here for reference, and then obviously the fibula and the tibia. So the origin is going to originate up here on this red section, and that's on the lateral condyle of the tibia. And as it works its way down here, that's going to be the proximal 2/3 of the lateral surface of the tibia. I've swapped back to a more anterior view again, as I want to show you this right here, which is the interosseous membrane. So what the interosseous membrane is, it's a thick and dense fibrous sheet of connective tissue that's connecting between these two bones, the tibia and the fibula bone. And you might have already guessed the reason why I'm showing you this, and that's because it's another origin point of the tibialis anterior muscle. So we've swapped over to a more medial view of the foot here, and the reason for that is that I want to show the insertion point of the tibialis anterior. So you can see the muscle coming down here, and then it's crossing the ankle joint and connecting onto the foot. So just for reference, it's a medial view, so this toe right here would be the big toe, so the side closest to us is the big toe side. So now you can see I've highlighted those insertion points here in blue, and our first insertion point is going to be this section here, and that's inserting onto the medial cuneiform bone. Our next insertion is on this bit here, and you can see it's on the base of the first metatarsal bone. So let's take a look at the actions next. Now we've got our tibialis anterior muscle coming down here. It's crossing over the ankle joint and attaching underneath the foot. So as it contracts, it's going to pull on those insertions, and that's going to lift the foot up and flex the ankle joint just like that. Now that flexion of the ankle joint is called dorsiflexion, and the opposite of dorsiflexion would be plantar flexion. A way to remember the difference between the two: plantar flexion would be planting the foot on the ground. So dorsiflexion, that's our first and primary action of the tibialis anterior. Gonna have to swap over to a different view to show you the others because the skeleton's not flexible enough to show you the other actions. So here we can see a demonstration of our next action, and that's going to be inversion of the foot. So inversion is when the foot tilts so that the sole of the foot goes towards the medial side of the body, and the opposite of that would be eversion, and eversion is when the foot tilts away from the midline of the body. In addition to inversion, another function of the tibialis anterior is to support the medial arch of the foot. So the medial arch of the foot would be this area of the foot right here. So if you've enjoyed the video or you find it helpful, you know which buttons to press those buttons down there, like, subscribe, leave a comment, really helps out the channel. Thanks again for watching, see you all next time.